Just three radio hosts on air dumb debating.
It is that time of week where you take over the Grum by sending us your dumb debates. And all you have to do, anytime one pops into your head.
Yes.
Or if you're in the middle of one and you go, gee, I wonder what those clowns on 1620 The Zone have to say about this subject.
Please, John, we're
shoot
jesters.
Shoot us a tweet. Shoot us a tweet. Use the hashtag dumb debates and send it to us in the JTech Construction Zone Twitter page, or send us an email, John at 1620thezone.com, Josh at 1620thezone.com.
We should change it to lib debates.
Like this from Justin in Virginia. Just want to say Nick used to be boring and lame.
Oh.
He is good radio now. Y'all did the Michael Jordan thing on him. Nice work. Hashtag true debate.
Am I good radio because of conservative boy summer, or has this been a gradual thing?
Many people have reached out to me and said that they think that you've gotten funnier. So it might not just be conservative boy summer, but also this has been your funniest bit yet. So I would definitely say that helps.
This is a fun bit.
Yeah.
Well, at some point, the art is going to imitate real life, and Nick actually will become what he's portraying.
Of course he will.
You've become what you've sworn to destroy.
Exactly.
You've already got the pickup truck, so you're on your way.
It's a Nissan, John.
And you do love taking selfies of yourself.
I do.
Yeah. Interesting, Nick.
Very interesting.
Michael Severe, who disagrees with us on scheduling in college football,
yes, we know,
does ask us this though about football. He says, I sent this a couple of weeks ago. He did. I just forgot to ask it. How many other radio shows are doing topics on local college football team and expectations in May? What other cities are this fired up for football? He thinks that we might be one of the few.
I know we're one of the few. I mean,
is that true?
No one in the pro markets, because the pro markets have pro sports.
True.
So you've got to look at, I would guess there's a lot of markets in the South.
Oh, yeah. The Tuscaloosas, the Baton Rouges of the world.
Yeah. Maybe even Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, that's true. They also have the Bengals to talk about. I'm always curious as to Ohio. Like a market like that, just given that it is, it is a pro sports state. They have Cleveland, for example. Mm-hmm. Cleveland has they have three teams.
Yeah, they don't have a hockey team, but they've got everything else.
Yeah. But there is a hockey team in Columbus. And so they have that. And then obviously they have like one of the preeminent college football programs in the entire country. Mm-hmm. Huge fan base. But they have a team that went to the Super Bowl a few years ago. So it's like, what's that balance like?
Yeah,
we're one of the few.
Oh, I think that's true.
Go us.
I think that's
the few.
You're welcome for talking college football in May. This is John's idea, and I'm just here to follow along because John doesn't ask me for any show input anymore. It's just Michael. Blame John.
Thank you.
Just say, hey, Michael, could you have anything for me today? That's what John does.
You are so upset about this.
Am I upset, Nick, or am I doing a bit?
The art soon will imitate life. Matt asks, if you could choose any day of the year to have your birthday, which do you pick? He believes the best is July 3rd because of the guaranteed day off the next day, plus a fun summer environment. Matt, you're close, but it's actually the 4th of July. That's where all the smart people are born, including our nation, despite what some of the communists want to have you believe.
What does conservative Nick think about the birth of the nation?
I think it
Not
was...
the documentary. No, wait. It was just a movie.
It was a movie.
But, yeah. Anyway, Nick. Movie club?
If we let conservative summer Nick summer conservative boy, whatever you're calling
I think he might pick Songs of the South next.
Fantasia.
Nice.
The original one.
That wasn't problematic. Not Fantasia. No.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
It was a movie about fantasy.
There's very specific
Isn't there
scenes.
blackface in Fantasia? Yep. Okay. Yeah.
No, I think you're...
No,
I
promise you.
South, wasn't it?
Also Fantasia.
No, you know what, Nick? I think you actually might be thinking of. I searched.
Yeah,
I know Song of the South is
Fantasia is just a.
Yeah, that's just now it is, Walt Disney's fever dream, so you never know where he could have gone with that.
Scenes involving a centaur named Sunflower, who is considered a racist caricature. And then if you see the picture, yes.
Anyway,
Conservative.
Where did we go? We got sidetracked.
What was the question? Oh, birthdays. Okay, so it's funny. You love your birthday. I actually love where my birthday is. It's not on a holiday every year, but it is around the beginning of my favorite time of year. This year, for example, famously, it's the opening Thursday of the NFL season. I'm getting wings.
Have you decided the flavor yet?
Buffalo.
Wing flavor?
Yeah, I get buffalo every time. I wouldn't sully wings by getting your weird crap. Oh, peanut butter. No, I don't do that stuff.
You never had like a mango habanero?
Oh, I love mango
habanero.
habanero.
Oh, those are good.
Garlic parm?
No, I don't want that.
I'm not a big garlic parm.
Yeah, see, I don't want weird wing flavors. Just give me buffalo and make it spicy.
I like my birthday. I know it's a bore. I think
Yeah, we all just love our birthdays.
But I like a May birthday because it's just a great time of the year.
It is a great time of year.
Yes.
It's early enough in the year. It's a good 6-month buffer because.
All right, so let's re-ask it. If it can't be when your birthday is,
Okay.
when would you want to have your birthday?
Let's exclude the month that it's into.
Okay, that's fine
that
with
makes
me.
it
So it has
easy.
to be a different month entirely.
I mean, the concept of the summer birthday is good. Around either Labor Day or Memorial Day.
Yeah, honestly, I would say either Memorial Day or when your birthday is. I think that would be fun. Now, when you're a kid, though, you don't get to like celebrate it in class. You don't get like a gift or whatever.
I never doubt that anyway. I got used to it.
You would always have to bring
I
treats
have
for the whole
I
class.
have the pride and the honor of knowing that I share a birthday with the greatest nation on earth,
Interesting.
America.
Interesting. Nick?
The best thing that ever happened. And they're trying to take it away from
No,
you.
what month you want your birthday in?
Sorry, I was talking about America.
Yeah.
I like October.
October.
Not
Oh,
just
of
because of
course.
Halloween, but just October in general.
Goat sports month.
to have some cobwebs in my birthday.
Well, no, it's just October's my second favorite month. I like October. I like the feeling, the vibe.
Steve asks, and I think John's going to hate this question because he hates this type of storytelling, but choice of either being a vampire that can fly and live forever but will always need human blood to survive, or a werewolf that you turn into when the moon is full each month, but you're just a wild beast that doesn't remember what you did as the wolf.
See, the werewolf thing
I don't
scares
hate that one. It's the questions about would you rather eat your own feces or eat your own vomit, like what we normally get.
Dumb debate.
Well,
Let's put a pin in that one, John.
No, we're not.
Well, if you're a werewolf, you'll absolutely do both.
Oh, nice, Nick.
Because
You
that's what
definitely
dogs
will.
do.
I think I'd
ra-
rather be a vampire.
I'd also
No,
rather
I'd
be a
rather be the
vampire.
werewolf. You're only dealing with it once every full moon.
Crap, I do like the sun.
Full
though.
moons happen frequent enough, and also you have no control, so you're just going to be murdering people.
No, not necessarily. Because
Oh,
if
you
you're
want to
smart,
get in on the murder
if
cult
you're
action.
smart and you plan this out, you have your loved ones, cage you up, put you in a nice cage
Every
with
movie.
food and stuff, and then you just kind of deal with it.
Here you go, werewolf John. Here's some kibble.
I'd rather do that than
Aren't
have
you, like,
to
eating
suck
humans,
on human
though?
blood.
Yeah, but I think you're going to be drinking human blood as the werewolf. You
No,
just won't
just- no, I'm
remember it.
not.
You'll wake up hungover.
Not if I
If you
plan
don't
it
remember
ahead
it,
and
does it
people
happen?
put me in a cell and lock me up
John,
Wow.
during
I've,
the full moon.
I've never witnessed in any media a time where somebody locked up a werewolf and it worked out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That
Nick.
never happened.
Well, maybe because the people who do it in the movies are dumbasses, or like the kids who are, running away from, Jason by, going the wrong way.
they should have zigged and zagged.
Exactly.
Look like Rick.
There are ways you can do this. We have better, cells.
Steve says John's already basically a vampire anyway. I think that's a ginger joke.
Another ginger.
Why not
racist.
just do a Twilight and be a vegan vampire where you only drink cow blood?
Oh,
Or animal
what the
blood.
hell? Is that in the show or movie
It's
or
in the
books?
movie, yeah.
Ugh.
Probably the books too. I never read them, but they're vegan. They only drink animal blood.
Dumb. No, thank you.
Who? What?
The Twilight vampires.
Oh, they sound weird. Yeah, I'm going werewolf.
I'm gonna go vampire.
Negative Split Swimming asks, I think this person really enjoyed our we didn't do run and wrestling today. I had something.
I
for
thought
you.
that was Thursdays.
No, it's Wednesdays.
I mean,
Always
we still have another
Wednesdays.
segment
Oh.
after this.
Well,
Anyway,
yeah.
should deep ocean exploration be a higher priority than space exploration in the next decade?
For very rich people, I think they should continue exploring the deep ocean.
Wow, Nick,
And
you just want them to die.
Submersibles. I want the free market to decide.
Nice. Why here? Let me ask a very probably dumb question, but why should we explore the deep oceans? And I know some people would say, well, why should
Right.
we explore space?
There's things there that we still don't know. Like
Yeah,
there's
it's
still creatures and stuff we haven't mapped out. It's like we're living on this planet and we still don't know.
Deep ocean kind of interesting. Deep space, way interesting.
Oh, I'm way.
I
on
vote space.
Space is a
Oh,
hell of a lot
It's
cooler.
dark and
Yeah.
weird down. Those fishes are creepers.
It's dark and,
And
weird in space too.
we've already seen
Like
the
me with
advantages of being
binoculars.
able to explore space. We've got the satellites and
Yeah,
the
we have
telescopes
cell
and
phones
stuff.
now. Yeah,
Yeah, we
just
got
a
all
bunch
the
of pervert
technology.
fish down there.
What kind of
Pervert fish.
Well, my guess,
Josh
you get
fish.
far enough down
Wow.
in the ocean, nothing can live down there because of the pressure.
No, there are things that can't. That's what
creepers?
That's what it is. There are things that do live down there.
Yeah, they're freaks, John.
Giant squids are real. Everybody thought they were a joke up until recently. Then
Wait,
they're like,
there's
oh,
giant squids?
Yeah, giant squids exist.
Interesting.
They're not like Kraken size, but it's a real thing.
Keena writes, would you rather have a giant sinkhole open on your street that takes 2 weeks to fix or have a bunch of annoying potholes that are there all summer?
Well, if you could guarantee me it's fixed in 2 weeks, I'll take the sinkhole.
Yeah, there's other places out of your neighborhood. Your commute might suffer for 2 weeks.
Let's say
but
it's
darn.
right behind your driveway and then you're stuck.
That's rather specific.
I'm just trying to add to the question.
Find somebody that'd be super cool with giving you a ride for 2 weeks.
Then I guess Josh is doing the College World Series this year.
No,
Oh, it'll
you're
be
just
fine
gonna
for you guys. You could just work from home.
You're gonna spend the night. Yeah, that's a good point.
No, if I'm stuck in my house,
You spend the night in Omaha.
how can I do that if I can't leave because there's a giant sinkhole?
Nick will come pick you up in his big giant truck.
Yeah, John, we can talk about the
Nah,
libs and go to a sports bar.
There you go. That'll be perfect.
This sounds like
Heaven.
sounds like the Josh Peterson, Mike Farron experience.
No, Mike doesn't want to work with me. I'd say, hey, Mike, aren't you excited for football season? There's the 3-2.
And I don't even know. I just said that because I've heard 3-2 before, but I don't know what that means.
Interesting.
I have
No,
a
I'm
space.
taking the sinkhole because again, because they're going to work on it. They have to. The potholes just. Ugh.
Mhm.
Yeah, puddles suck.
Now this one
I hate potholes.
sucks bad, but. Sky wants to know if you could have any piece of historical sports memorabilia from your favorite team, what would it be? He suggests a Colorado Rockies World Series.
Oh, they participated in one.
Yeah,
But they-
2007.
There you go.
What a
Nick.
year.
That's a freshman in college.
I was 10. When Spider-Man 3 came out.
So it's funny. My dad, brother, Caleb, and I actually bought Texas Stadium seats. So they're at my parents' house, but we have Texas Stadium seats. I think that's pretty cool. Don't you make any jokes?
I didn't make any jokes.
Did Jarrah sit on him?
Probably not.
No, are you kidding?
He wouldn't sit outside.
No, like before they got shipped
He
off
was too
to
busy
authenticate.
standing on the sidelines looking over Jimmy's shoulder saying, I wouldn't have done it that way because I'm the greatest football mind in the world.
Like instead of signing them, he just sat his butt down in all of them that they got shipped out to
Yeah,
people.
I'll take one of the last Super Bowl rings because it's the only ring I'm ever going
I
to see.
mean,
in
there
my
might be
lifetime.
some artifacts from
Belongs to the
Wrigley
museum.
Field. I'm not a big memorabilia person.
You
If
know
I
what?
got
Some
a
of the Ivy.
like a jersey that I could frame, like that'd be cool in my basement, like a Troy Aikman blue jersey. I like
Mhm.
those. Those are cool. I'll take one of those. I like Troy Aikman.
Shout out to Troy Aikman.
Shout out to get him on the show, Nick.
Okay, I'll
I'd
get
love
right
to
on
talk
that.
to Troy Aikman. Darth asks, or says rather, Jar Jar Binks was actually a very important character in the prequels for Star Wars.
He was.
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Is this Darth Jar Jar?
Yeah, have you seen this theory, John? That Jar Jar,
Yes, no.
you don't buy it? You don't think that it was
No.
true? And
Even
then
without Darth
No.
Jar Jar, he was instrumental.
No.
Like this wouldn't have happened
lot
if
of
Jar Jar
stuff-
wasn't such a dumbass.
a lot of stuff did happen because of him.
Uh-huh.
You know, he took the characters down into the depths of whatever planet. Was that Naboo?
It was Naboo.
Naboo. What
Mhm.
was their water area called? Water Naboo?
I don't remember.
It's been a while since I watched episode 1.
It was just in theaters.
25th anniversary.
I will not.
But Duel of Fates on the big screen, Josh?
I saw it in theaters.
That was a good. People give it a hard time. It's a good movie.
It's fine. Like that is awesome, and the pod racing scene is one of the best scenes in all of Star Wars.
Mhm.
Yes.
It's episode. I don't know why episode 1 gets crapped on more than episode 2. Attack of the Clones is garbage.
The writing in Attack. The
it's
best part.
horrible.
The best part of Attack of the Clones is the last 20 minutes. The funny thing about Phantom Menace is remember when they first see Darth Maul and he just basically runs over Anakin in his speeder bike?
Mhm.
That was before he knew who Anakin was, so he just saw a kid and wanted to run the kid over.
Jeez, tough look for Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul could have been a cool bad guy, and then they cut him in half.
They did.
Watch
They
the
cut him
Clone
in
Wars. He is a really cool bad guy.
And I don't really want to watch cartoons.
Then you're just denying yourself a really cool bad guy.
I don't have time, Nick. I'm sorry.
Paul,
Have you ever gotten around to Andor? Yeah, exactly. And you have my Mad Men Blu-ray.
I do.
Yeah.
Paul writes, when using a normal size urinal, not the lower size kids one, do you look down and aim to hit the splash guard to help control stray shooters from getting on your pants, or do you let it flow wherever?
So wait, real quick. What urinals?
Just a regular
like when we
urinal.
have at work?
Yeah, not the ones that are lower to the ground. Not just for kids, by the way.
I think I aim. You know what? I just go.
See,
I don't really think about it.
You have to test it because the little splash
Yeah, if
guard
I get
things they have
splash
in there-
back, then I'll adjust.
those splash guards I have in there do a bad job. Like we had these orange ones here that did a great job of absorbing the water pressure. And then the ones they have now just splash everything back at you. So what's even the point?
Yeah, what is the point?
It's like
It's
you have to
usually
aim
aiming
between
for the
holes.
cigarette butts.
Oh, nice.
Just
But we don't see those in the urinals.
you
as
don't
much.
see them as much anymore.
I used to aim for the urinal cakes. Are urinal cakes still around? It seems like they got rid of
Yeah.
those too.
I've been seeing
No, they are, but they're like inside the little plastic. Instead of just floating around freely, there's like a little
IP
pocket.
That's what I thought. Yeah, it's like
pocket for them to be in.
I know you don't see cigarette butts anymore. I've been starting to see a lot of Zyn pouches. in
Yeah?
urinals.
what are Zyn pouches again?
It's just a nicotine pouch. It's salt nicotine in a pouch.
Katie says Patriot Nick's wife divorced him because he ran over kids on his moped. Nick, I cannot believe you did that.
That's terrible.
They shouldn't have been standing there. Riley writes, the aliens that live deep under the water in Naboo are called pervert Naboos.
Simple's Lost Tea writes, if you're an artist with a #1 Billboard hit and a few years later it's used in an Applebee's commercial for some endless appetizer campaign,
Oh.
are you embarrassed, mad, sad, or happy? I'm happy because I'm getting the royalties, baby. I'm getting the royalties.
You're probably eating good in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I'll take the money.
No, see, I would not allow.
I don't need the free Applebee's.
I
I'll
would
just take
not
the money.
allow my music. It's not about the idea of selling out. A myriad of other companies can take my music and use it. I would never allow Applebee's to use my music.
Really?
I
mean,
hate
I'm not
Applebee's.
against. I'm not pro Applebee's, but
You rip on whatchamacallit, and you call it Italian Applebee's every 5 seconds.
and if they
I'll
want to
grab
use
it.
my music, as long as they're paying me my royalties and I'm making money off of every time it plays, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I don't like Applebee's.
6
I'll take a
months.
stand.
6 months seems way too quick. Like it took, I think the fastest turnaround I've seen is maybe 4 years. Ex Ambassadors, they have a song Renegade that started showing up in Jeep Renegade commercials.
Yeah, makes sense.
But 6 months seems like way too quick. I'd let it go a little longer before I sold my royalties. Let it breathe. So I don't want people to associate me with that commercial right away.
There you go.
Eventually, but not right away.
Oh, by the way, Tony on the YouTube mentions Coach Osborne's headset in the 98 Orange Bowl as the piece of memorabilia that he would want. That's a good one. I didn't think about something like that.
That's a interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting one to say.
Andy says Fenway second base from Game 4 of the 04 ALCS, autographed by Dave Roberts, please. That's a good one. Dave Roberts stole second base.
he
Nick.
did steal second
Began the
base.
greatest comeback in Major League Baseball history. The Red Sox were down 0-3 and came back to win the whole thing
Red sucks.
until they won 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Maybe the Timberwolves will win 4 in a row.
Better dead than red.
There
This
you go.
this one's kind of appropriate given where we've been recently. Where is the worst time and place to be when the tornado sirens go off?
Where?
In
I mean,
bed. When you're
yes,
sleeping.
there's the answer, John.
Mhm.
Yes, it totally screwed up my sleep last week, and I feel like I'm still catching up.
Well,
And it's jarring because you're like, you don't know if you're you don't know if you're in
Especially
the middle
now.
of a dream.
Comes off the phone.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so loud.
Oh yeah.
So I live on the second floor of my building. And when the alarms went off, it's like, well, I just need to stay awake now. I can't go to my bathroom because I'm on the second floor. That won't do me any good.
Isn't that where they say to go? Is to the bathroom?
If you're on the ground level.
What do they
if
say?
you don't have a basement, you need to get to the most interior room possible, no windows. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside. as
So, yeah,
possible.
They don't want you on the second floor, so you're gonna have to go to a ground level or below.
So what we did
Under
is,
stairs.
and I wasn't there when she did, but she took Banks into our closet, and that's where she went because that is you can
That's-
close the door and there's
Mhm.
no windows in
that's
there.
probably the best place.
Yeah, that sucked, man. I was so tired. So, John, I think that you have the answer. I mean, obviously, if suddenly the sirens went off and there was the tornado, oh man, I missed it. It
Or
was there the whole time.
if you're in a glass building.
Yes, if you're at a College World Series game and the year is 2011 and suddenly they're like running across the street to the basketball arena, that would be weird.
That would be weird.
Thank God I went home.
I got a quickie.
Okay.
If you could name the first city on Mars, what would you name it?
First city. You seem to have an answer.
I don't.
Oh,
This
is a hard one.
Name the first city on Mars.
It could either be Mars related or it could be like somebody you love.
No, towns are named after people. We'll call it Joshtown.
Joshtown.
Let's go to Joshtown.
Josh and
bunch of losers in that town.
It's a great town,
All
John.
the dumb Martians live there.
No, the smart Martians, John.
Smartians. The Smartians live there.
Great people.
Let's see.
Alderaan. I'd name it Alderaan. Like Buzz.
Oh, right.
Not the planet that got
I would name it
exploded.
Alderaan.
That's what. Yeah, see, that's what I thought you were going for at first.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
What about Wrigleyville?
Oh.
Nah. I like to keep that.
Then you can have a brass statue of Wrigley in the town square.
Oh, I was thinking more of Wrigleyville, the area in Chicago. But yeah, I mean, I like where your head's at too, Nick.
Yeah, I don't know. That's. I'd almost want it to be something very funny.
Yeah.
Fart Town.
Yes. Flatulence Mars.
Oh, that's fun.
I mean, we have Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Yes, we do.
We do.
What about? Nope. I'm not going to say that.
Zach emails
You know what?
in.
What we should name it after our greatest president, Reagan.
Look at what you did, Nick.
I don't support losers.
Well, he
Well,
won.
he was a winner.
He was in
He
the
was like the
government.
most winningest president of modern times. I mean,
He was in the government. You can't trust the
He
government.
was like the Nebraska-Minnesota game, 84-13.
Yeah.
He whooped
and
ass.
literally Minnesota was the only state that went against him because that's where Mondale was from.
Zach writes, the worst place to be during tornado sirens in the middle of taking care of business a few minutes after saying you plus me equals nighttime fun. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be in
Well, but
type
that could
of-
make it more exciting.
Oh,
Me
that's
plus you equals nighttime fun.
Gives you an excuse when it finishes earlier than you want.
Sorry, dear, the tornado.
We have to get to the basement.
Yeah, and that's not a euphemism. Or is it? Hello. Max writes, what about new something like we did with New York and New Mexico? How about New Earth?
New Omaha.
Welcome to Earth.
No, if we name it New Omaha, it's just going to open up a giant sinkhole and then planet disappears, and then we've got real issues.
You don't want Martian holes everywhere.
Isn't it wild that's like they were so boring when they named stuff back in the day? New Hampshire,
Yeah.
New York,
New
That's all they
Jersey.
knew.
Where is the original Zealand? Because there's a New Zealand.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Where is the OG Zealand?
That's a good question. I really don't know.
Kenny says, do you like Exarban? First town on Mars is SRAM.
It was named after the Dutch place that already had this name, specifically Zeeland in the southwest of the Netherlands.
Zealand Dutch?
The Dutch were very unoriginal.
Netherlands.
Very unoriginal.
But
Zealand?
Because that's what
Zeeland.
because wasn't New York originally New Amsterdam?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, the Dutch. A
Interesting.
very unoriginal people.
What's the joke about I don't hate people or I'm not intolerant except for the Dutch?
Yeah.
Yeah. I ruined the joke.
There's two things I hate: people who are intolerant of
And
others,
people-
and the Dutch.
Well, yeah, what is it about Dutch? Is that why? Because they're unoriginal with
Isn't
their
that
name?
from Gold Member?
Yes, it's from Goldmember. They're very unoriginal people.
Interesting.
Don't they have wooden shoes?
No
That's
original
pretty
ideas.
original.
That's not original. That's just dumb.
And
Yeah, that's pretty
windmills.
Hey, let's put something on my
Flowers.
feet that are even
Clop,
more
clop,
uncomfortable
clop.
than the ground I'm walking on.
Yeah, maybe that's why John hates running because he ran in wooden shoes as a child.
No, I hate running because it's just pointless unless
It's-
I'm running to
The
something
bat should be wood, not the shoes.
or away from something.
Mm.
Like the werewolf that I'm turning into.
Tim says, "How about Marshalltown?
Marshalltown.
Marshalltown." John, thoughts?
No.
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 All right.
What about Mars City?
Mars City.
Well, if the Dutch discover it first, that's what it'll be.
Yeah. Or just New
maybe
Zealand.
we should name it Mars City.
New
I can't
New
do
Zealand.
a Dutch accent.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't know what accent that was.
Yeah. And
Just
that's dumb debates.
Yeah. Well, thanks for all your submissions. Keep sending them in. Even
Yes.
the ones we didn't get to, we save them. I've got the archive here in front of
We
me.
only have a couple left before we say goodbye for I guess just a 1 week. Because the men's college World Series, Nick.
Yes, the men's college World Series.
Ba, 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 ba!
The first show after the World Series is weird because you were only gone for a week, but it feels like a month.
Yeah, it feels like a long time.
Mhm.
Because we all have to work long days.
Yeah.
Long
And
days.
some of us will have to work even longer days because I'm apparently stuck in my house thanks to the sinkhole.
Yeah, so you'll have to actually work shorter days. Must be nice, John, taking that week off because of the sinkhole.
I have an excuse.
By the way, John, how about this? The Big 12 conference. They tweeted a few minutes ago.
Oh, God.
Did someone say TV times? Television emoji, football emoji. Tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. Central Time.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you,
Very
Nick.
excited. That sounds awesome.
It's going to be great.
Can't wait.
Riley says those from the Netherlands came up with calling themselves Dutch instead before people started calling themselves Neanderthals. Wait, is Neanderthal a rip on the Netherlands too?
No.
Why do we call them the Dutch?
Ask them. That's the one thing that they came up with that it might be at least moderately unique. Everything else, they just put new in front of it.
The word Dutch comes from the Proto-Germanic word meaning of the people.
Of. Wow, they're Nick's people.
It
They're
shares
of the people.
It shares a root with the German word Deutsch.
Bob says, my personal favorite is Buttsville, New Jersey. You could name it Buttsville, Mars.
Oh, that place is crappy.
Nice, Nick. Very well played.